What's up? I'm Shanice and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I am going to show you how I care for my body following my period. Now, the week after your period is actually called your follicular phase. I did a whole series about cycle syncing and what each phase is, and I'm not going to do that today. But I am going to show you some of the activities, some of the meals, and things that I do when I'm on my follicular phase. I'm currently in day 3 of my follicular phase, so my energy is starting to increase and come back to me, and I can definitely tell a difference. I'm starting to wake up at my 5:45 time and feel rested and ready for the day. I was on a roll this week, just planning hella. I planned my daughter's birthday, that's in July. I planned my birthday, that's in October, Libra gang. And I also started planning our spring break trip, which is in like March of 2022. Now that I realize that I'm in my follicular phase, I understand why I had that need or desire to plan so much. Like my husband was like, Shanice, chill out. I just couldn't stop. I was researching all the places, walking distance, Uber, the train. I was planning it all and I couldn't stop. Now I do, it all makes sense. I'm currently eating an egg salad sandwich with sweet potatoes and some oranges on the side. Now, I'm pretty sure I saw this in a Jen M video where she mixed sweet potatoes and eggs in her egg salad, and I thought that that would be a good idea, and it actually is. I've made this before and it is so good. So eggs are a follicular phase food for this week, and then sweet potatoes are just a great hormone balancing food to have on hand all the time. I have it on everything French bread. I toasted that, and then I just cut up some citrus fruit, which is also a food that will help support us during the week. These oranges look so juicy. Like this, I don't know if you can see how juicy. It's like no pulp, it's just juice. Currently doing my laundry, which is nothing new, but I wanted to talk about the different cycles that are around. Listen, one time I posted on Instagram that I was on my period, and then one of my old friends messaged me and she was like, oh, bleeding on a full moon, you little witch. And I was like, what does that mean? And I looked it up. So there is a white moon cycle and a red moon cycle. So the most common is the white moon cycle. And if you're on the white moon cycle, you menstruate on the new moon and then you ovulate on the full moon. The dark moon, AKA the new moon, you bleed and you let go. Whereas on the full moon, it's illuminated by the sun. So you're your lightest, your brightest, and most vibrant self, which is your ovulation phase. So when you're in sync with the white moon cycle, it just means that you're also in sync with Mother Earth's cycle as well. When you're in the red moon cycle, that means you ovulate during the new moon and then you bleed during the full moon. So women who are in alignment with this cycle are often empowering to others. They're like the wise woman. On the new moon, when you're shedding and you're bleeding, you're also holding space for others. This is where it comes from, because back in the day, women who were on this red cycle were known as witches because they were going against the norm. But then sometimes my cycle will fluctuate, like maybe 1 to 2 days, but it'll be over the course of a few months, which eventually alters the time in which you get your period. So for a while, I was on a red cycle, and then when I started my period one day, I realized that it was neither a new moon or a full moon. So I looked it up, and this is what I found. We have the pink and the purple moon cycle, and this is a little bit more detailed, so I'll just read what it says. For the pink moon cycle, you menstruate with the waxing moon and you ovulate during the waning moon. So the waxing moon occurs after a new moon, and the moon is building and growing into the full moon. If you're aligned with a pink moon cycle, you are probably in a transitional stage of your life. A waxing moon is moving away from the new moon stage where inner reflection, rest, and intention setting are in the focus, and moving towards the full moon stage of illumination and power. So if you're in alignment with the pink moon cycle, you may be coming out of a stage of rest and reset in your life, which I feel like is me because I have been home for like a year and a half. And I feel like this one is definitely me. I just finished my period and it was a waxing moon. So I am on the pink moon cycle, which is very much in alignment to my life. I have been home for the past year and a half, but my kids are going back to school this year. We are transitioning from rest and staying at home as a stay-at-home mom, even though that really wasn't resting. But anyways, I'm transitioning to go back into the workforce. So this is really cool. So the purple moon cycle says that this cycle means that you menstruate on the waning moon and ovulate on the waxing moon. The waning moon occurs after a full moon. So the retreating phase begins if you are aligned in the purple moon cycle. You're probably in a transitional phase of your life, moving into a stage of silence and reflection. It says now is a good time to review what you've accomplished and let go of what is no longer serving you. This time prepares you for the dark moon phase where you will retreat into a cocoon and eventually emerge as a beautiful butterfly. I know this is very woo stuff. Growing up in a Southern Baptist church with just like tunnel vision, I am very open to different ideas and mindsets from people around the world. It's very interesting to see how different cultures are so in tune with the universe and in tune with the cycles and what's going on around us. So I may not always take this into account, but it's very fascinating to me that someone even came up with these ideas and put it together. And the fact that I resonated with two different cycles and two different times and stages of my life is really cool to me. So I am here for all the woo-woo. I welcome it, actually. I guess I'll just finish folding and I'll see you at lunch. Good afternoon. We just got back from the pool. We're all cleaned up. We ate lunch at the pool. I packed us some apples, some carrots, cucumbers, celery, hummus, cheese, and pita bread on the side. Because I'm not as hungry as often, I can intermittent fast. So I can eat my breakfast super late in the day, or I can go throughout the days without having a snack between meals. I do have a cycling class this afternoon, so I might need something to fuel me and give me energy before the class. We'll see what I eat. It's later in the afternoon and I am having my second lunch, I guess you could say. I'm having a taco salad with leftovers. So I've got my shells in place of my croutons. I have lettuce, tomato, avocado, which is a good healthy fat for this week. And then I have a little bit of Monterey cheese and some ground beef. Oh, and sour cream. I'm headed to a cycling class with my mom. My mom has been attending these cycling classes for the past couple weeks, maybe even months at this point, but she's constantly raving about them and they offered a free week. So I figured this was a good time to try it out because I've never done a cycling class before. During your follicular phase, you're much more open to try new things. I think this is in preparation for your ovulation phase or your social phase next week. So trying new things is ideal during your follicular phase. If you can't do a new class like I'm trying today for free, if you can't do it, you could try a new hobby, find a new book, try a new recipe. But this is definitely the time that your mind and body are open to new things. That class was intense. My mom and I are gonna grab a bite to eat. Scratch that. My mom is gonna grab a bite to eat. I have no appetite. That class was so intense. But I might change my mind and grab a drink. So she's here. To end the day, I'm gonna read one of my new books. I just finished Pretty Things by Janelle Brown, and I really enjoyed it. It had a great narration from each perspective, and it had a lot of twists and unexpected turns, and I couldn't put it down. In fact, I don't think I did put it down. I finished it within a couple of days. And now I'm reading The Keeper of Lost Things by Ruth Hogan. Well, that was the plan, but the NBA playoffs are on and my husband has it on. So one, it's difficult to read in my room and I read to fall asleep and I don't want to fall asleep on the couch. But two, it's a really good game. So I think I might end up doing that tonight, but we'll see what the future holds.